The Synonymity of Inspiration with Love and True Loyalty. A treatise on the poet's tongue, the heart that knows. Introduction. The key and the lock. In the annals of the spirit, a divine promise echoes, Inna lillahi kunuzan tahta al-arshi, mafatihuha al-sinatu shu'ara. Verily, God has treasures beneath the throne, whose keys are the tongues of poets. Quoted by the Bab, Nokte Ula, p. 318. This is not mere metaphor. It is a cosmological principle, a recipe for revelation. The lock is a treasure chest of divine meaning. The key is not scholarship, nor ritual, nor power, but a specific faculty of speech, the inspired tongue. But what forges this key? What substance must the tongue be made of to fit this celestial lock? The answer is that inspiration is not a separate faculty. It is the synonym, the inevitable offspring of two fused qualities: a burning love for the absolute truth and an unwavering loyalty to its earthly embodiments. To be inspired is to love so profoundly that the heart melts into a state of perception, becoming a sixth sense, the sense of truth. It is to be so loyal that one's very speech becomes a key, forged in the fire of that love, capable of unlocking the treasures concealed beneath the throne of the real. The sense of truth. Beyond fact, into the embrace of the beloved. The common man seeks truth as a binary, a correct statement versus a false one. The poet, the inspired one, knows truth as a living, conscious reality. It is not found but encountered, not deduced but embraced. For the mystics from Ruma to Hafiz, truth is the divine beloved. It does not stand aloof. It smiles upon the seeker's heart, filling it with certitude. It converses, breathing meaning into words and worlds. It hugs the soul, and in that embrace, the gates of a limitless library swing open, revealing every hidden book. The esoteric meanings of the Quran, the secrets of creation, the silent histories of the heart. The poet does not invent, he translates, he does not construct, he unveils. His tongue is merely the instrument through which this dialogue with the beloved is expressed. So, the ultimate treasure, the Mohammedan light and its guardians. If inspiration is love, and love seeks an object, then who is the beloved? The prophetic tradition answers, the love that forges the key is love for us, the Al-Bayt. The ultimate treasure beneath the throne is not abstract. It is the eternal guiding light, the embodiment of the Holy Spirit. Third, poetry as veil and revelation. Mystical poets have expressed these truths through metaphor. Hafiz proclaims, Shiraz paragoga shud, shakarlaba pida shud, tarsum kazza ashu bilabash. Barham zend Baghdad, Ra Shiraz shall be in tumult, a sugar-lipped one shall appear. I fear her lips' tumult may unsettle Baghdad. Through the sweet and penetrating sugar-lipped tongue, Baghdad trembled, a symbol of divine authority and the revolutionary potency of truth, fulfilled in the advent of Baha'u'llah after a long period of waiting. Rumi echoes the same principle of sacrificial love. Mabaha wa khonbaha rayaftim, janiba janbachtin bishtaftim. We have found Baha and the blood price. We have hastened toward the sacrifice of our lives. Said also expresses the nearness of the beloved. Dost, nisdikter as men bihi min est, wain ijepter kahu min azwadoram. The friend is closer to me than I am to myself, and yet, what wonder, that I am distant from him. 4. The proof. Rum's burning love for the promised one and the code of Tabriz. The life and work of Jalal al-Din Rum stand as the supreme testament to this synonymity. His entire diwan is a blazing fire of love for the beloved. But who was his beloved? It was Shams-e-Tabraz, the son of Tabriz. Yet, this was a code, a protective metaphor for a love too immense to be named directly. Many asked Ruma, who is this Shams of Tabriz, that you say Moses heard his voice from the tree of Sinai? Tur Musi barha khun gushat dar sodai, Ishq kaz khadawan shams din iftad bihi tor andar sada chumusi shad dalam bitab. Dar tor tajliha nadidam jaz sada isto keh gufti. Innani ana nah an inni ana Allah. Bod is shajar bashanida sadai shams tabrizist zan dar dil fatada husaiq hoha. The mount of Moses turned to blood many times in the longing of love, when the voice of the Lord, the Son of the Faith, rang from Sinai. My heart grew restless like Moses on the Mount of Epiphany. I heard from thee no sound but that which said, Verily, I am. Yet this was not the verily, I am God, heard from the tree. It was the voice of Shams of Tabriz, and from it thunderbolts fell into my heart. And when pressed further, he sighed, Chon darakhtira na beni marag ki beni baropascha, goem bato jan jan, and Tabrizra. If you do not see the tree, how will you see the bird upon it? How then can I speak to you of the soul of souls, this Tabriz? Thus, Ruma's Shamse Tabriz was transformed from a personal muse into a profound prophecy, the embodiment of the Holy Spirit. The effulgence of so dazzling a light that it would illumine the whole world after his martyrdom in Tabriz. His inspiration was so potent, his sense of truth so acute, that he perceived the outlines of the advent of the Promised One. He encrypted this vision in verse, Ahmad Akhir, Zaman Ra, Intiqal Dur Rabi', Awal Eid Bi Jidal. The advent of Ahmad of the end of time shall coincide the moving in Aris and the first of Rabra al-Awal. He provided the celestial sign, the convergence of the lunar month of Raban al-Awal with the solar Nowruz, the first of spring, a rare alignment pointing precisely to the year 1260 AH, 1844 CE. Yet wisdom dictated concealment. He could not reveal Shiraz as the place of origin, lest the Promised One be confused with the poets from the court of his presence in that city of verse. Instead, he revealed the place of martyrdom, echoing the words of Imam al-Baqir, Labudda lana min Azerbaijan la yaqumu laha shay'un. A calamity will unfurl to us in Azerbaijan, nothing will compare with it. Bihar al-Anwar, volume 52, para 234. Thus, Ruma's Shams-e Tabriz was transformed from a personal muse into a profound prophecy. The son of Tabriz was the divine luminary who would appear and whose light would shine from Tabriz, Azerbaijan. Rum's love for the Promised One was the key that unlocked this precious and glorious treasure of knowledge. His inspiration was the direct fruit of his loyalty. Loyalty in action, from inspired knowing to obligatory seeking. This inspired knowledge that light of love and sacrifice will engulf the whole earth from Tabriz enthralled Rumi to point to Shams, Tabriz, the light of which, as Baqir envisioned it, will herald the appearance of the mover. فَإِذَا كَانَ كَذَلِكَ فَكُونُوا أَحْلَاسَ بُيُوتِكُمْ. If that is the case, then remain in your houses. فَإِذَا تَحَرَّكَ مُتَحَرِّكٌ فَاسْعَوَا إِلَيْهِ وَلَوْ حَبْوًا عَلَى الثَّلْجِ. And when the mover moves, Baha'u'llah, hasten to him, even if you must crawl over snow. Love without striving is fantasy. Loyalty without love is empty ritual. Together, they form the complete key. Attar, the greatest name and the secret of the letter. Attar, in his mystical verse, alludes to the ultimate manifestation of God and the cosmic seal of the divine names, An Kest Bar An Spahar Azam, wa An Kest Varai Hardo Alam. Is Khak Yaki Swad Anqad Wazab Daru Blad Ehkam Kamkar Wali Daru Jahan Gam Gam Nam, Wali Dukan Azu Kam Darbarga Jalal Mufrad, Dar Jalogah Jamal Muharram, Dar Nur Jabinsh Hajja Akbar, Dar Naqshin Ginsh Ism Azam, Jayamaru Ubakhud Frusho, Dar Niskhو Tasta'in Lagaddam, Yana Dar Quran Majid Ism Aw Amdah Est. در حرف نخست بازيابة ببسم الله أسرار زمين وأسمان هم اسم أعظم راكه أز أعظم أسرار زمين وأسمان استدر حرف أول قرآن ميت وانا بيابة قربر سر آين مع ما افتاد دلت زها مكرم خوش باد شبت خجسته روزت روكه جهان شدت Muslim. Here Attar portrays the manifestation of God in exalted paradoxical terms. Small as dust, yet greater than both worlds. Outwardly unknown, yet the cosmos diminished beside him. He is the hidden king in the court of glory, the intimate of the sanctuary of beauty. The radiance of his brow is the Hajj al-Akbar, and in the seal of his ring shines the greatest name. Then Attar utters his greatest disclosure. In the very first letter of the Quran, you will rediscover him. This is the letter B, Biya, of Bismillah, a symbol pointing to the manifestation who is both the beginning and the key of divine mysteries. Just as the Imams hinted but did not fully unveil, Attar too speaks in riddle. The greatest name remains concealed, though the signposts toward it shine brightly for those with the sense of truth. Thus, poetry becomes both veil and revelation, a lock that hides, and yet a key that discloses. 7. God's manifestation and moral truth. Baha'u'llah clarifies the true criterion for nearness to God. Ta nagard dar to awsafish ayan, khawish ra dar hajar wa gamraha badan. Until his attributes are manifest in thee, regard thyself as absent and astray. True loyalty reflects divine morality in human conduct and is not confined to ritual or sentiment alone. 1. Abdul Baha, poetry as a source of guidance. Sad counsels, Shamara Baid, is Ayn Khanho Bronburdan Wakashtantaka, Hamsai Nadantka, Tudar Khanu Mai. The candle must be taken forth from the house and extinguished, so that the neighbor may not perceive that thou dwellest therein. Abdul Baha replies, Kashtan Shamacha Hajat Bud Azbaim Raqiban, Purtu Hasan tu Guaidka tu Durkhanahu Ma'a. What need is there to extinguish the candle for fear of rivals? The radiance of thy beauty proclaims that thou art in the house. Makazi Ashardar Athari Baha, Dr. Vahid Rafati. 9. Khalil Gibran, the poet's tongue and the eternal treasure. Khalil Gibran in The Prophet writes, Innakum la taquluna illa ma qad araftumuhu mundul azal fi ahlamikum. You can tell no more than what you have known in your dreams from the beginning of time. Alfred A. Knopf edition, Parn 69. This is another echo of, Verily, God hath treasures beneath his throne, the keys whereof are the tongues of poets. Conclusion. Thus, whether in the sayings of the Imams, the poems of Hafiz, Saad, Ruma, and Attar, the teachings of the Bab, Baha'u'llah, and Abdul Baha, or the words of Khalil Gibran, one eternal verity shines forth. Inspiration is synonymous with love. Love is synonymous with loyalty, and loyalty is itself inspiration. The poet's tongue is the key to the hidden treasures beneath the throne. In the light of this inspiration, the human heart is united with living truth.